Hi, my name's Hunter. This is my 2017 Chevy Silverado, and this is Custom Offsets TV. So let's go check it out. So I'd gotten into trucks at a pretty young age just by being around them with my family. And then I started racing motocross, and you can't really haul a bike pretty well with a car. So when I was 16, my dad gave me a 2002 GMC Sierra 1500, and that's where kind of my obsession started for all this mess. And then present day now, got a truck. I was searching for a truck, a salvage truck or a wrecked truck. They're pretty hard to come by nowadays because everybody babies them pretty well. No one drives them like a real man. And I found this truck down south. It was in an accident, and it was from a rental company. And I tried buying about 6 trucks before I found this baby, but after that, when I found it, the second that company opened, I had put my money on there and had that baby shipped up to my house. So she had a pretty good amount of damage. I mean, she needed a hood. The whole front end was smashed in. I'm not quite sure, but I think it was a deer. If it was a deer, it was a pretty damn big deer because she took out the whole front end, needed a hood, fender, bumper, grill, both headlights, everything from radiator forward. So that was a pretty cool build I got to do. We took everything apart, ripped it down to nothing, found out what we did need and what we didn't need, what I could get away with, if I could get some aftermarket stuff instead of buying the stock stuff. We ended up trying to paint this, and we messed up the first time because it's such a hard color to replicate. So then we had to take a few pass runs to try and get this crazy metallic color. And eventually we did get it. So we ended up painting the hood, the fender, both headlight trims, and the lower bumper trim. And then I kind of got wild with a lot of my accessories, but that's the best part of the truck, is making it one of your own and having it really replicate who you are as a person. And that's what I think I've done with my dream truck, actually. So let's get in close to this thing. First, I bought in these American Truxx rims, seeing that these just came out in 2018. Nobody had them, there's no images on the internet anywhere that I could find of anybody running these. So then I obviously had to go with the Nitto Ridge Grapplers because this is a daily driver and I do want that aggressive look, but also I do take it off-road. It's not just a pavement princess. And this is a 20-inch rim, 10 wide. It is a -24 offset, no wheel spacers, with a 35 by 12.5-inch Nitto Ridge Grappler. Let's do a build test for this. I'm pretty broke. One of you guys got hundos?
I got you, man. Gotta do it right, gotta do it right.
Thank you, thank you. So, on the front, we got these spokes. It looks at about, I would say, a good 4 inches up here. And then back behind the spoke, I would say it's pretty close to 6 inches. I would say 5.5 right there. I think I might keep this so I can get some more accessories. With the suspension, we had bought in a Zone 6.5-inch complete lift kit. We got the strut spacer in front. I opted to keep the stock suspension in the front just because I liked how it rode at the beginning. And it comes with everything Comes with your differential drop, comes with your CV axle spacers, your sway bar drop, your new sway bar links, everything, a new knuckle, everything you need to get the job done right. And as you can see, the CV axle shaft angle are actually pretty neutral compared to other lift kits. They do a very, very good job about this. Easiest reason I could say for picking out Zone is I knew that they were a sister company of BDS, and BDS is just a very well-known company. They have their lifetime warranty, and the price point is right there. I was able to get this lift kit for under $1,500, and that, in my opinion, that's a pretty damn good price for a complete lift kit with everything you're gonna need to get this thing up in the air. If you get right in here, this little fender cap that GM has on all their vehicles, if you just take it and hit with a good sledge right here in this area, bump it back just enough, your tire will clear for days and you won't have any rubbing issues going in or out of driveways at 100 miles an hour. And in the front, have zero issues. We have an aftermarket bumper, so we just trimmed the fender liner to match the bumper and you will have no issues jumping those dunes. And coming to the back here, obviously Chevy's got the square wheel wells, but we're able to get away with nothing in the rear. Fitment is perfect. We got clearance everywhere. They do give you this mud flap for in the front. You get about 2 inches of room, I would say, there, but you'll not have any issues. So with these bigger lifts, the 4-inch and the 6.5-inch lift, if you can see from the back here, the rear does stay the same with the track width, but the front does get pushed out, I would say 1 3/4 inches, because with you coming down the fender, I would say you got about 3/4 to 1 full lug on the Nitto Ridge Grapplers. And in the front, you're coming in at about, I would say 4 inches, so about a lug and a half you're looking at outside the fender well. To fix this issue of trying to keep this beautiful paint job alive, I do have fender flares coming, and I am currently in the process of painting them, and they will be coming on pretty soon. And that will push out 2 inches. If you do get, the most standard fender flares are about 2 inches wide. You can get wider, and that will push it out, so then you only have about half of a lug. You're looking at about 2 inches outside the fender well. So as you can see, we do have a negative 24mm offset, but there is no wheel spacers behind there. In the front, the knuckle does push it out. In the rear, we also don't have any wheel spacers, but if you do want to get that perfect track width that everybody's looking for, you would want to put a 1 3/4 inch wheel spacer in the rear on both sides. And that will keep your track width perfect with the front, and it'll look a lot better going down the road. So hopping into our accessories, I had gotten the Magnum black powder coated steps. I chose these steps because they're pretty badass looking steps, and powder coating, they do last forever. And they do match the body armor bumper on the front bumper. I had gotten the body armor bumper because frankly that stock bumper looks like crap and they cost too much to replace. The body armor bumper gives it that huge aggressive look. And then with the body armor bumper, I was able to put 4 cube lights, two spotlights in the center of each pocket, and then a fog light on each outside pocket. Also from Black Label, I did put the 20-inch RGB light bar in the front because they do give you a perfect spot to put it there, so why the heck wouldn't you? Also, we did go with a GM Accessories grill. It is painted to match, and then I carbon fiber wrapped the bow tie. We did go with aftermarket headlights, Anzo headlights. They are the only aftermarket headlights that you can get for a 17 Silverado being so new. So with the interior, take a look up here. It is pretty standard. It is only a LT model, so you do get pretty nice stuff, but you don't have the motorized seats. We do have the Huck Performance Fishing seat covers and also the floor mats. I took apart the entire dash to put carbon fiber wrap on the everything. I am a chrome hater. Also, I did install an Edge CTS2 performance tuner. So with our exhaust, I cut out the rear resonator, cut out the front muffler, and I just pipe clamped a 3-inch piece of pipe and got a 4-inch axle dump black tip. It does have a mean growl when you get on it trying to pass people going slow. So let's get a good earful of this thing. So that's my 2017 Chevy Silverado 1500, my dream truck. Make sure you please like and subscribe this video on YouTube here. And that's all, folks.